Coach JC here with a winning story so that you can win more in your fitness, nutrition, and in life. I am blessed and privileged to coach some of the most beautiful people in the world. And every single day, I am motivated and inspired by their winning stories. And I believe today, you are gonna be motivated and inspired so that you can win more in your life.
Before Bootcamp Tulsa, I was exhausted all the time. I was pretty depressed. I had lost almost every girlfriend I had had my whole life. So I was alone, didn't really get out much, overwhelmed with a lot of things in life and didn't really know how to handle it. I was feeling defeated. It was kind of a rough time. My youngest son, Kingston, has a terminal illness, and there's a lot of care that goes into that, and I think I was feeling consumed with everything going on with him, and I wasn't personally feeling like I was in a winning mindset to be able to really operate fully as a mom and a wife and everything that I needed to be. I was kind of broken. I was a little spiritually broken, definitely physically broken. I was exhausted, overweight, out of shape. It made me feel really bad because my whole life I had never really struggled with weight. It had never been an issue. I had had 2 kids before it and lost 62 pounds and was never had an issue with it. And then whenever my third son was born and had all the medical issues, we were in the hospital. We've been in the hospital 399 days of his life, and it was just a very taxing time, and there's not a lot of movement when you're sitting there holding your child to help them breathe and that sort of thing, and I had just put on the pounds. You know, I think as wives and mothers, we all have areas that we excel in and areas that maybe we struggle in, and one of the areas that I was kind of defeated in was laundry, and it sounds kind of silly, but with nurses being in my house every day, it was just kind of the one area that I was like, okay, I'm just gonna throw the clothes in there and shut the door, and it became overwhelming. I didn't have things ready for my husband. I was constantly scrambling for stuff whenever we'd get admitted. My husband couldn't find where anything was, and it was a really rough time, and it was a real issue. It sounds silly, but when it's a problem, it's a big problem. I was struggling with a lack of self-worth. I don't think that I fully respected myself as the woman that God's called me to be. I don't think that I had a full understanding of who she really was supposed to be. I was struggling with what exactly my full potential was, like as my role as mother, as my role as a wife. I didn't know exactly everything that I was supposed to be, but I knew that I wasn't where I wanted to be. I knew that I wanted to be different. Constantly was feeling like I wasn't valuable, or questioning myself, why don't I have friends? Am I not good enough? Is there something about me that maybe, causes people to go away? Or, you just start questioning yourself and start asking yourself, what is wrong with me? Why am I not good enough? Why am I not enough? Coach JC made me feel like I was a winner. He believed in me before I believed in myself, and then after he believed in me, I started believing myself. The girls were telling me, supporting me and making me feel like I was a winner, and sure enough, now I feel like I'm a winner. Physically, I've lost 28 pounds. I went from a size 10, 12 to a 4. I've toned up a lot. I'm a lot stronger. I'm able to lift my son easier. He's handicapped and, is fully dependent on me to move him. And so, it feels a lot better being able to just pick him up and it not be so hard, as hard as it was. The friendships that I've made in Bootcamp Tulsa have absolutely changed my life. They've been an answer to many prayers that I prayed for a long time, for years. And in August, my husband was diagnosed with colon cancer, and it was actually girls in Bootcamp Tulsa that connected me with other Bootcamp Tulsa sisters that I had never even known. And a nurse, one of them happened to be a nurse, and she volunteered over 30 hours of her time to come and take care of my son, so that I could be in the hospital with my husband during that time. And it was without a doubt probably the greatest gift that anyone could ever give me, that has ever been given to me, was to be able to have that time with my husband in the hospital, to be there with him and support him during that time and not have to worry about my son. that was huge, and that was all through connections with, Bootcamp Tulsa, and one sister knowing another sister that just had a heart and compassion. And whenever Coach JC says that we're all about family, and that's one of the 4 things that we focus on, it really is about family, and it's a sisterhood, and we're there for each other. We have each other's back, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually, emotionally. We're calling each other, we're texting each other. We're there when families go through a crisis, a flood, a fire, whatever it is. Everybody is there and rallies around and helps, and that was a huge thing for me. I have several, I think about 4 accountability partners right now, and one of them specifically helped me win in my laundry. I feel like I have that conquered now. My laundry room is clean. I went from my husband covering me up with a blanket and a big pile of laundry because it was so overwhelming, to now I leave the laundry door open because it is winning and it's awesome. And I have some other accountability partners that have just helped me emotionally. Spiritually, I'm doing devotionals now where I hadn't been making that a priority. And it's just really been an amazing family for me. I feel like Bootcamp Tulsa is so much more than just the physical. Even though I've definitely had amazing progress as far as that goes, I feel like for me it's been really a complete package. I think that one thing that I was really able to conquer, a lot of times I will come and work out and I will have not slept at all. And so, or maybe just 2 hours of sleep. A lot of times it's, maybe even 3 hours, but it's not a straight stretch. It's cumulative. And, you can't go based on how you feel. I'm exhausted, I'm tired, and a lot of times I don't even say anything, but I just know that if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna show up. You can't go based on how you feel. And somebody questioned me the other day, well, how do you do that in that little sleep? And I'm like, well, if I just waited until I got asleep, I would never go. So I think that you just have to make a decision that, I'm gonna go, this is what I do, and you're just gonna do it no matter what, no matter if I'm in the ER with heart pain or I've been up all night, reviving my son or whatever it is. It's like, it doesn't matter how you feel, you just get up and go, and you know that when you're gonna get there at Bootcamp Tulsa, you're gonna feel better. It's gonna help you when you're in your day. It's gonna help you be a better you so that you can be the best for your family, for your friends. We need to be our best. The world needs us, so it's important.